Younger brother and I were reborn together. He rushed to push me into the fake, veritable arms of the wealthy adoptive father. He stayed behind in our poverty-stricken home, studying hard through hardship, fantasizing about reaching the pinnacle of life after the college entrance exam. Because in our previous life, our father lost his life saving someone. It was later widely publicized by the media. Unexpectedly, the news reached the ears of the richest man, Gu Yuan Zhou. So, with his own motives, Gu Yuan Zhou came to our neighborhood, proposed the idea of adopting a son. Brother Lin Chuan dreamed of becoming rich, especially when he learned that Gu Yuan Zhou had a daughter. He became even more eager to be adopted. In the end, Lin Chuan got his wish. Became the wealthy young master everyone envied. However, what he didn't know was, as an adopted son, was merely a tool for Gu Yuan Zhou to build his own benevolent image. Gu Yuan Zhou secretly had a biological son. The fake young master, he was never favored at home. In the end, because he tried to harm the real young master, was personally sent to prison by him. Meanwhile, you studied hard through hardship. Were successfully recommended to Tsinghua or Peking University for both undergraduate and master's degrees. Becoming a rare talent. Only did you win the heart of Gu Yuan Zhou's daughter, marrying a rich and beautiful woman. Even naturally took over the Gu family business, reaching the pinnacle of life. Later, after Lin Chuan was released from prison and learned all this, was instantly consumed by extreme hatred and resentment. Later, he found an opportunity. Jumped off a tall building with you in his arms. Staying together. Calling all this. Killing intent in your eyes grew stronger. Beginning to end. The elder brother never owed this younger brother anything. Even sincerely hoped he could live well. This younger brother personally took your life. At this moment, Lin Chuan pulled Su Chunmei over. Spoke humbly and sensibly, Mr. Gu. Disgusted with my mom. Brother has never been able to endure hardship since he was young. Always wants to be rich. I've decided to give him this opportunity. Yuan Zhou listened and praised. You sure you want to give this opportunity to your brother? Sure, my mom can't bear to let me go. My dad is already gone. Must stay home to carry on the Lin family line. Sir, you just follow Mr. Gu. Opportunity has come. Hurry up and call him dad. In these words, or even more certain that Lin Chuan has been reborn too. In this life. Seems to want to swap lives with you. We're surprised and ask, Yin Chuan, are you sure? Sir, at this point. Stop pretending to be reserved. Today on, you are a rich young master. Sneer inwardly. Venomous brother is just like in the previous life. No real feelings for you. This life, you must make him pay the price, okay? Since my brother is so sensible. I can't let down his good intentions. Lin Chuan obviously breathed a sigh of relief. Yuan Zhou straightened up when he saw this. Shifted his gaze to you. Since you've made your decision. Start talking about requirements for my son. Since you become my son, Gu Yuan Zhou's, will train you as an heir. You have enough ability to manage the company and assets. Must completely abandon your previous life, including going to school and studying. Can you do that? Lin Chuan first heard the word heir. Was extremely excited. Naively thought, Gu family business would all be his in the future. What he didn't know was a big pit waiting for him in this. Telling the truth, you didn't rush to agree. Lin Chuan couldn't hold back. Oh brother. You stupid? No matter how much you study, won't you still end up working for rich people? Or you directly become a rich person? Bother studying. Soon as he said this, when Gu Yuan Zhou both looked at him, seeming to realize his slip. Lin Chuan hurriedly tried to explain, what I meant was, academic performance with him was just average. Whether I study or not makes no difference. Like me. Can easily take a test and be first or second in the class. Don't you agree? Chunmei hurriedly responded, yes. Yan's grades are indeed a bit poor. Like Lin Chuan. Naturally gifted for studying. Doing this, you can't help but sneer. In the past, you could never figure it out. With our sons. Is Su Chunmei so biased toward your younger brother? It wasn't until Su Chunmei passed away that you learned. Turns out you were born to your father and his ex-wife. Su Chunmei's biological son. Su Chunmei didn't dare reveal this truth, as she was afraid you wouldn't support her in the future. Yuan Zhou glanced at his watch, stood up and said, if that's the case, I'll take this child. Oh, I can only adopt one child. The other child's tuition. And still sponsor. Getting late. Leave for now. Thank you so much, Mr. Gu. Care, as he walked away with the two. Enthusiasm instantly faded. Pulled Lin Chuan aside and lectured him earnestly, Chuaner. You out of your mind? This is your chance to become a rich young master. Could you just give it up to your brother? Lin Chuan didn't care. There's even a smug smile at the corner of his mouth. Oh mom. Don't understand. It looks like I'm losing out now. Sooner or later, the Gu family's business will be mine. Thinking of how miserable he was in his previous life, Lin Chuan's resentment grew even deeper. This life, let his good brother his place and live that rotten life. The Rolls-Royce Phantom glanced at Gu Yuan Zhou, who was also sitting in the back seat. Where are we going? Yuan Zhou was stunned for a second when he heard this address. Changed how you call me pretty quickly. Complained inwardly. My previous life, you were my father-in-law for several years. Used to calling you that. Could I not be quick? Since I'm here, I'll settle in. Since you've chosen to adopt me. Have to adapt as soon as possible. Yuan Zhou nodded in satisfaction. Far as I know. Always performed well at school. In Gu Yuan Zhou's words. Wasn't too surprised. He decided to adopt a son from the neighborhood. Must have sent people to investigate beforehand. When the face of Lin Chuan and Su Chuanmei's sting the truth. Didn't choose to argue. Your relationship with your mother and brother not good? Yuan Zhou asked again. I was young, my parents lived apart due to work. Lived with my dad. Brother lived with my mom for a few years. It's probably why. Mom favors my brother more. Yuan Zhou nodded and asked again. Don't quite understand. That's the case. Why didn't your mom? This opportunity to your brother? Back felt a bit chilly. Yuan Zhou truly deserves to be a guardian. Meticulous and has wisdom that ordinary people lack. Immediately saw the problem. It's like I need to be careful around him. Not too sure either. He my brother just can't bear to leave mom. Gu Yuan Zhou didn't continue the topic. Here, I'll take you to a press conference. Announce your existence. During press conference. Eyes lit up. In my previous life, Gu Yuan Zhou, who immediately took Lin Chuan, hold a press conference, announcing his existence. Lin Chuan thought this meant Gu Yuan Zhou valued him. He treated him as a son. Gu Yuan Zhou had other plans. Wanted to use this event. Zhou is positive. Social influence as an ambassador of love. Secondly, wanted a certain person in the shadows to see. He had adopted a son. His press conference only brings benefits, not harm, to Gu Yuan Zhou. Brings harm to the son he adopted. Have no blood or personal ties with Gu Yuan Zhou. I had the dumb luck to become son of the richest man. Will not only cause a social sensation, also attract the jealousy and resentment of many people. I will have to face the pressure of public opinion and losing my privacy. My previous life, Lin Chuan didn't realize these downsides. Even made bold statements at the press conference. Ended up being mercilessly ridiculed by the media and the public. Criticized. Enthusiastic netizens even dug up a bunch of his scandals. Directly affected the Gu family's reputation. Also made Gu Yuan Zhou gradually become annoyed with him. Eventually, he became less and less welcome. Letting him fall and fend for himself. Secretly pondered. Since I can't avoid it, I have to find a way to turn this bad thing into a good thing. At least not let him hurt himself. For the press conference, I'll follow your arrangements. Just that whenever I think of seeing so many reporters and cameras. Get nervous. I make any mistakes then. But embarrass you. Deliberately showed a nervous. Just look for Gu Yuan Zhou to see. His words immediately made Gu Yuan Zhou realize some uncertainties he hadn't considered. Chen, turn around and go back to the villa first. As for the press conference, I pretended to be surprised. Suggested postponing it for a few days. Then, I will arrange reliable media. Also arrange a PR team to train you. Teach you how to handle it. Q. I secretly breathed a sigh of relief. I made the right move. Successfully made Gu Yuan Zhou consider more details. Won myself more preparation time. This moment, a message came on my phone. Bro, what are you doing now? Mr. Gu announces to the public that you are his son. Be timid and embarrass Mr. Gu. Speak more boldly. Likes ambitious people. So, I checked and found out that Mrs. Gu loves eating durian the most. First time you enter the house, remember to buy a durian as a gift. It's for 200 yuan. Seeing the message from Lin Chuan. Sneered coldly in my heart again. This younger brother of mine really wishes I were dead. His Mu, Lu Shuqin, hates things with strange smells the most. Especially things like durian, which have a very strong odor. Will cause her to have violent reactions like vomiting. Lin Chuan specifically told me to buy a durian. Intentions are extremely malicious. Was even afraid I didn't have money. We thoughtfully transferred 200 yuan. Directly accepted the money and replied okay. Thank you, Lin Chuan. Meanwhile, the other side, after Lin Chuan saw my reply, trace of a cold smile appeared on his face. Sir, your days in the Gu family won't be easy from now on. All foolishly thinking that being Gu Yuan Zhou's young Z means you're the heir of the Gu family. Little did you know. The wife being used by Gu Yuan Zhou. Lin Chuan spread his hand open, clenched it tightly again. A look of determination appeared in his eyes. Be the one who marries Gu Yuan Zhou's daughter. Become the true heir of the Gu family. The gate of Sunshine Orphanage. Lin Chuan wore a baseball cap, sneakily peeking inside at the entrance. Ready, they're coming quickly. Lin Chuan finished speaking. 2 people he brought immediately came to the gate and stood in position. Loudly started talking. Did you know? Yan was adopted by the richest man. That can't be true. Even have a photo of him with the richest man, Gu Yuan Zhou. Lin Chuan spoke, glancing at the gate from the corner of his eye. Saw a figure who was about to step out. Suddenly stopped. Seeing this, a trace of smugness appeared on Lin Chuan's face. He spoke even louder. Originally, richest man was going to adopt his outstanding younger brother. He wants to become a rich man. Threatened his younger brother in various ways to get the chance to be adopted. According to him, his monthly allowance in the future never be less than 500,000. Heard Mrs. Gu is a frugal and kind-hearted person. Could she agree to give him so much pocket money? He doesn't care about Mrs. Gu at all. Heard Mrs. Gu is allergic to durian. He deliberately bought a durian. Think to give her a hard time. Lin Yan is really a scumbag. Right, all right. Stop talking. Lin Yan finds out. Knows how he'll retaliate against us later. Chuan saw it was almost enough. Immediately called the 2 to leave. After they left, Figure at the door slowly walked out. It was a woman about 30 or 40 years old. Though the woman dressed low-key, still couldn't hide her aura, her elegance and nobility. Every move exuded grace. The woman waved her hand to the person behind her. Madam, please give your instructions. Check what they just talked about. Madam was hiding in the dark. Lin Chuan's lips curved into a smile. The woman was none other than wife of the richest man, Gu Yuan Zhou, Lu Shuqin. Eyeing on his understanding of her from his previous life, Lin Chuan knew she often hid her identity. Do charity at this orphanage. He deliberately brought people here to wait, thinking about how Lu Shuqin didn't like him, how he couldn't survive in the Gu family. Lin Chuan couldn't help but want to laugh. Everything was developing as he wanted. He still had to find someone. Madam, I went to inquire. School. Brother Lin Yan's reputation is better than younger brother Lin Chuan's. So, before Lin Yan returned to the villa, he'd go to a fruit shop. Shuqin's face turned cold when she heard this. I get back, I want to see. Kind of hard time. Adopted son wants to give me. Family villa. Being shown around this villa. Almost an hour. Master, this is your room. Maid. Yang led me to a room on the 3rd floor. Walked in and took a look. Room was tidied up very neatly and cleanly. It's like it had been arranged in advance. Then, Yang suddenly received a phone call. Young master. Madam is back, sir wants you to go to the 1st floor. Nodded. Picked up the things I had prepared. Went to the 1st floor. I arrived at the 1st floor hall. Saw Gu Yuan Zhou already sitting on the sofa over there. Next to him, sitting right there was Madame Gu, Lu Shuqin. Walked up to the two of them. Greeted them politely. Yuan Zhou nodded. And introduced, this is my wife. Future mother. Oh, mom. Name is Lin Yan. Called out to Lu Shuqin. Lu Shuqin's reaction was very cold. Me Madame Gu. Shuqin's words drew Gu Yuan Zhou's gaze. He didn't say anything else. It was very clear about my position to them now. It was no different from an outsider. There's no need for Gu Yuan Zhou to argue with his wife. For an outsider like me. More importantly, adopting me was entirely Gu Yuan Zhou's idea. Though Lu Shuqin didn't object on the surface, definitely wouldn't support it in her heart. Especially since she might have heard something. Had already noticed. Shuqin's gaze occasionally fell on the items I was holding. Obedient, Madame Gu. What are you holding in your hand? Lu Shuqin asked. Answered truthfully, fruit. Things I was holding. Carefully wrapped up. On the outside, they looked exactly like durians. King of the words I heard at the orphanage entrance. Shuqin's expression grew even colder. Was even a trace of disgust. Was meant as a gift for me. Nodded. Held the item with both hands. I don't have much money. I just bought some fruit. Hope you won't mind. Or Lu Shuqin could speak. Yuan Zhou spoke up. Enough that you have this intention. It's for money. So you've become my son, Gu Yuan Zhou's son. Won't let you lack money in the future. Now on, you'll get 100,000 yuan a month as pocket money. Was just about to thank Gu Yuan Zhou. Lu Shuqin's voice of refusal sounded first. Don't agree. Shuqin looked at me coldly. Don't think adopting you back. So you can live the life of a rich young master, do you? The son of the richest man. Not as simple as you imagine. Shuqin's last sentence seemed to hide other meanings. Was thinking in my mind how to respond. Lu Shuqin thought my silence was due to guilt. Swept her gaze over me as if looking at trash. The item I was still holding in my hands. Zhang Jie threw out the item in her hand. Without even waiting for Zhang Ying to act. Yuan Zhou spoke up unhappily. Qin, what are you doing? Yuan Zhou. Children aren't as simple as you think. Fine if you want to do good deeds. Be careful not to be deceived by those with ulterior motives. This moment, Gu Yuan Zhou's expression grew even more displeased. Wanted to say something more. He knelt before them first. What are you doing? I have something to say. Give me a chance. Yuan Zhou nodded in silent approval. Shuqin's eyes were full of disdain. Wanted to see what tricks I was up to. Don't need 100,000 yuan a month as pocket money. I have a small request. Shuqin sneered inwardly. Just want 100,000 yuan in pocket money. Exchange for a condition more favorable to me. Makes you think you have the right to negotiate with us. Qualifications do you think you have to set conditions with us? Shuqin has already made up her mind. Must keep this in mind. About the bad child with improper thoughts. Sorry, Mrs. Gu. And if it can't be fulfilled, I still want to fight for it. Way of putting it. Oust Gu Yuan Zhou's curiosity. Ahead, let's hear it. Want to take the college entrance exam. Words surprised both of them. Yuan Zhou frowned. You forget what I told you before? Remember. Will follow your quest and give up my studies. Want to have a chance to take the college entrance exam. Put a period at the end of my student days. Can't agree to this request. Or in your 3rd year of high school now. Still more than a semester of classes you haven't attended. You take the college entrance exam directly, your score won't be ideal. Your status is different now. Whatever you do, are very likely to be exaggerated by the media. Yuan Zhou didn't give me a chance to fight for it. Also understand Gu Yuan Zhou's concerns. I score too low on the exam. Will lose face. In my previous life, I was a top student. Was admitted without taking the college entrance exam because I was recommended for admission. After the college entrance exam was over, even looked up exam questions online. Them all. Full score is 750, I scored 726. And if I don't go to school in this life, eyeing on memories from my previous life, I'm absolutely capable of getting into a good university. I'm very clear about my current situation. Name, I am the son of the richest man. Reality, I am just a pawn being used. Haven't forgotten that Gu Yuan Zhou has an illegitimate child. And who can become the richest? Methods and scheming are beyond ordinary people's imagination. Come to adopt a son, only to shape his good image in front of the public. Another reason is for this illegitimate child. According to what I knew in my previous life, bastard, for some reason, always held a grudge against Gu Yuan Zhou. Gu Yuan Zhou came up with this method. Adopting his son. Make his biological child feel threatened. Stimulate the other party to return to his side. Knowing all this, I know that staying in this family won't have a good outcome. Must leave the Gu family. Quickest way to leave the Gu family. Have the best security. To get into college. This moment, I'm still brainstorming. Must find a way. Give myself the opportunity to attend college. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. Add another 100,000 to your pocket money. 100,000 a month for you. Up this idea. In Gu Yuan Zhou's words, uncharacteristically gave in. Son, I'll listen to you. Need to apply for a new bank card. Receive the monthly pocket money. After I finished speaking, I looked at Lu Shuqin. Deliberately added something to my gaze. Make it look. A proud, provocative look. Enough. Shuqin immediately couldn't sit still. Really underestimated me. Using the tactic of playing hard to get. It's the pocket money from 100,000 to 200,000 a month. Much cunning. Disagree. Qing, do you always have to oppose me? This moment, Gu Yuan Zhou's expression became stern. Reached out and rubbed his temples. He instructed Zhang Ying beside him, Zhang Jia, Xiaoyan to rest first. Young Master Yan, please come with me. Nodded. Left with Zhang Ying. Then half an hour after returning to my room. Door was knocked on. I opened the door. It was actually Lu Shuqin. Madame Gu, I looked surprised. Shuqin directly bypassed me. Into my room and sat down. Can only spend 3,000 a month. Shuqin is sure of it. We'll never agree. Up 200,000 yuan in pocket money every month. It's 3,000 a month. For a college entrance exam. It's ridiculous. Tightened the phone he was holding behind his back. Long before he came in. Had already turned on the recording function. The time comes. Wants to expose my true colors. Yuan Zhou take a good look. Done he adopted. Kind of person he really is. Expose my true colors. Yuan Zhou take a good look. Done he adopted. Kind of person he really is. Thank you, Mrs. Gu. Faced with my sudden thanks. Shuqin was a little confused. Unwilling, although I don't show much expression on the surface. I am secretly delighted inside. Adoptive mother is something else. Got settled for me, I didn't expect I would agree. Shuqin calmed herself down a bit. Pretending in front of him here. Wants to see how long I can keep pretending. The agreement is violated. Shuqin paused. Hint of coldness appeared on her gentle face. Then, he'll kick me out. This recording in hand. Outside world can't blame them either. After all, it's my character that's lacking. Madame Gu, I know her. Still sighing in my heart. Shuqin really is a great philanthropist. Thought she wouldn't give a single penny. Even gives me 3,000 yuan every month. The Gu family. Don't need to spend money on food, clothing, housing, or transportation. This 3,000 yuan, I can even save 2,000 every month. Even made up my mind. Now on, I'll save 2,000 every month. Use it as living expenses for college when the time comes. Gu Shu didn't want to say another word to me. Stood up after I responded. He walked to the door. Immediately. Saw the item placed in a conspicuous spot. Was the fruit I was going to give him. Packaging had already been opened. Inside, it wasn't durian. It was a pomelo. Pomelo peel surface. Been carved into the shape of a cute little bear. Inside was filled with neatly wrapped fruit segments. Very exquisite. Obviously took a lot of effort. Shuqin was stunned on the spot. Seemed to have misunderstood me. Trace of guilt appeared in Lu Shuqin's heart. Very soon. Trace of guilt vanished without a trace. After all, I am an outsider. Wouldn't develop any feelings for an outsider. Alone an outsider who might compete with his daughter for the family inheritance. Really couldn't understand. Her husband was thinking. Bring such a big hidden danger into the house. After much inquiry, Yutsai Middle School's Lin Chuan finally confirmed which class Gu Shuer was in. Casually stopped. Female student and asked her to pass a message to Gu Shuer. Saying the teacher wanted to see her. Himself waited in the equipment room. Just a few minutes. Equipment room door was opened. Door swung open gently. Girl in a spotless white school uniform. A graceful figure walked in. Girl's long, smooth black hair reached her waist. Literally cascading down. Few wisps softly resting on her forehead. Giving a touch of unadorned gentleness. Eyes were clear and bright. Nose straight. Lips a light pink. Corners of her mouth held a gentle yet barely noticeable smile. Giving a friendly yet reserved first impression. Shuer looked around. Hint of confusion flashed in her eyes. Finally her gaze settled on someone in an inconspicuous manner. Excuse me, is the teacher waiting for me here? Shuer's voice was crisp and pleasant. Like a mountain spring. Chuan didn't rush to answer her. walked to the door and locked it himself. "Mate, what are you doing?" Lin Chuan turned around, looked at the girl in front of him and got straight to the point. "First daughter of the Gu family." "Gu, hello." Surprise and confusion appeared in Gu Shuer's eyes. "Are you?" "My name is Lin Chuan." Shuer searched her mind for this name. The face in front of her. She was sure. Didn't know this person at all. Made her even more puzzled. In order to have enough privacy and a normal life. Starting school she had been like an ordinary student. Ending in ordinary school. Hiding her identity. Even in high school no one had discovered her secret. How did the person in front of her know her identity? Of course, my brother Lin Yan told me. Shuer was getting more and more confused. "Tell me you still don't know?" "Father adopted my brother. Even plans to train him as his successor." To make his words more convincing, Lin Chuan got out his phone and showed Gu Shuer photos he had secretly taken. The photo was exactly the scene of Gu Yuan Zhou taking me away. Showed Gu Shuer the photos he had secretly taken. The photo was exactly the scene of Gu Yuan Zhou taking me away. Possible. Shuer frowned at the person in front of her. Didn't believe her father. Adopt a stranger for no reason. "Don't you call home? Check for yourself?" In Lin Chuan's words, Shuer actually started to waver. Took out her phone and called her mother. All was quickly answered. "Shuer, you out of class? Let me tell you. Father is really muddle-headed. Actually adopted a son outside." Or Gu Shuer could ask. Shuqin had already said everything herself. Shuer's expression became grave. "Let's talk after school." Shuer hung up the phone. Lin Chuan immediately said, "Now do you believe me? Did you come to see me?" Facing Gu Shuer's questioning, Lin Chuan sighed. "Brother asked me to come find you. Told me to bully you a bit." Lin Chuan showed a helpless expression. Soon as he said this, Shuer immediately became alert. "Don't worry. Not that kind of person. Being forced." Lin Chuan quickly explained himself. "Actually, person Mr. Gu wanted to adopt at first was me. My brother threatened me. I didn't give up this opportunity. Would abuse our mother. Had no choice but to let him have this chance. Told me to come find you. Didn't want to at first," he said. Lin Chuan hesitated, pretending to be childish. Successfully aroused Gu Shuer's curiosity. "Did he say?" "Said that everything in the Gu family would be his in the future. Just a girl, you'll get married sooner or later. Once you're married, you're like water thrown out. Even think about getting a penny from the Gu family." Lin Chuan glanced at Gu Shuer's clenched fists. Secretly pleased. Still continued to add fuel to the fire. "I'm here today to warn you. Better stay away from my brother in the future. We were kids. Saw him kill stray cats with my own eyes. You provoke him, there's no telling what he might do. Damn it." Hearing this, Shuer couldn't hold back her anger any longer. Could there be such a shameless person? "Gu, please don't say I told you. Otherwise, knows what my brother would do to me and my mom." Lin Chuan put on a pitiful look. Shuer looked at Lin Chuan. Sympathy in her eyes. "Don't worry. Won't let your brother do whatever he wants. Thank you for today." Gu Shuer's angry departing figure. Lin Chuan looked smug. Another good show to watch. Shuer, harboring worries in her heart, reached home right after school. Happened to run into Gu Yuan Zhou, who was about to go out. "Shuer, you're back." Shuer wasn't in the mood for small talk. Spoke directly. "Dad. Heard from Mom that you adopted a son. I was just about to talk to you about this. Sir, I support you doing good deeds. Don't you think this matter is too hasty? Don't even know this stranger. Just let him become part of our family." Gu Yuan Zhou interrupted Gu Shuer. "Always thinks things through carefully. Must have my reasons for doing this." Yuan Zhou's face was full of seriousness at this moment. Shuer knew her father's temperament well. Knew that with him like this, whatever she said would be in vain. Then, walked out of the room. The commotion downstairs. Looked over and saw two figures. It was my wife at this time. My wife was only 18. The prime of her youth and beauty. Heart surged with excitement. Almost called out loud. Didn't expect to have the chance. See my wife when she was this young. Really miss it. Really miss it. Even more frustrated Gu Shuer. Felt a burning gaze. Sting on her. He looked up. Instantly met the eyes of the young man upstairs. Tall and slender. Delicate features. In one think of the phrase elegant youth. Shuer's eyes flickered. Why does this person feel so familiar? Realizing this person's identity, Gu Shuer immediately understood. Right, this is Lin Chuan's older brother. Must resemble him in some ways. That's why he feels familiar. This moment, Yuan Zhou followed Gu Shuer's gaze and saw me. "Yan, you came at just the right time. Let me introduce you." Yuan Zhou greeted me warmly as I walked over. "This is my daughter, Gu Shuer. Now on, she will be your younger sister. Shuer, this is Ling Yan. Will be your older brother from now on." Trace of displeasure appeared on Gu Shuer's face. He was about to retort. I beat her to it. "Oh, miss." Greeted her politely and humbly. On hearing miss, Shuer was momentarily stunned. "Yan, you don't have to be so formal. Let's call Shuer your little sister." Anzhou suggested with a smile. "Oh, a miss is always a miss. Adopting me is already a tremendous kindness. Could I take advantage of it for my own pleasure?" Insisted. All right. Let's you two get along better in the future." Won't be too late to change how you address each other. Gu Yuan Zhou was very satisfied with my humility and reason. Still have things to take care of. Two get along well. After saying this, Gu Yuan Zhou left. Being just me and Gu Shuer standing there. Shuer looked at the person in front of her. Thinking to herself, he really isn't a good person. Otherwise, why does he look at me so strangely? Always glancing at me. Quickly looking away. So sneaky. If he's up to something bad. Did Gu Shuer know how I feel right now? Really want to rush over. I can kiss Gu Shuer and lift her high. Now I'm her brother in name. Can't do that. Can only keep restraining myself. Forcing my love for my wife. Down in my heart. The look of love for someone can't be hidden. I can only try not to look at her. Afraid she'll notice something. Yes, do you have any instructions? Appeared calm on the surface. Heart was very excited. My wife was about to speak. Shuer originally thought about. Chuan had said to her. Full of anger. Originally wanted to question me properly. Hearing my humble tone. Some reason, most of her anger disappeared. In the end, it just turned into a casual question. Do you go to school? Don't go to school anymore. Going to school, Gu Shuer frowned. Person in front of her looked about her age. Be at the age for high school. Someone who stops going to school so early. It's not be a good person. King Gu Shuer frowning. King thoughtful. Wanted to explain. Before I could. PR staff responsible for training me arrived. Could only reluctantly leave with them. Yuan. Press conference to publicly announce my existence in Zhou. Scheduled for the day after tomorrow. Fully prepare for this press conference. Even thought about details like what to wear and how to dress. Even thought about it. Press conference is scheduled for the day after tomorrow. Give my all for this press conference. Even thought about details like what to wear and how to dress. I dress plainly, Gu Yuan Zhou will be called stingy. Billionaire adopted a son. Doesn't even buy him nice clothes to wear. I dress too well. An adopted son, I'll be called vain and materialistic. Attracting negative attention. Facing the public, I have to be meticulous about everything. I'm a person with 1,000 faces. Besides these. Also have to consider unexpected situations. Was just thinking about this. I received a message on my phone. It was from my younger brother. Saying, bro, is your billionaire dad planning to make your existence public? It's not okay. Said. To train you as his successor. Whole world should know. Be silly. More careful yourself. Otherwise, if he regrets it in the future, you'll be the one crying. Seeing the message from my younger brother Lin Chuan. Wasn't surprised. Know this brother of mine all too well. Thought for a moment. Finally edited a message and sent it over. Worry, little brother. Press conference will be held the day after tomorrow. Existence will be made public. At the Jinin building. Deliberately set the time of the press conference. Sent together to Lin Chuan. Seems that this press conference definitely have some unexpected situations. Chuan on the other side looking at the information on his phone. Malicious smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. Silly brother. You're still so innocent. Since you have told me the time and place. Just wait for the day after tomorrow. There will give you a big gift. What kind of gift does anyone want to give? This moment. Chunmei hurriedly came to Lin Chuan's side. After I left, all the big and small matters at home fell on his shoulders. Made his back pain severe. Only this way could he relieve it a little. Lin Chuan seemed as if he couldn't see his mother's suffering. Spoke up for his mom. Want to transfer to Yutsai Middle School. Yutsai Middle School. Heard that school's tuition is twice as expensive as ordinary schools. Go to that school for no reason. Do you want me to study well? Teachers at that school are much better. Su Chunmei still wanted to say something. Was interrupted by Lin Chuan. But, anyway, the Gu family is sponsoring the tuition. Wouldn't you agree? Chunmei looked worried. Gu family doesn't sponsor living expenses. I go to that school, living expenses will double too. Where will you get the money? Don't care, your son is going to Tsinghua or Peking University in the future. You don't let me transfer, I won't go to school. Figure it out. Doesn't care about any of that. By transferring to Yutsai Middle School, will have more opportunities to interact with Gu Shuer. That Gu Shuer will fall for him. Long as he gets Gu Shuer, everything will be his. Then on, everything will be his. Chunmei still couldn't outmaneuver her own son. Agreed to let him transfer schools. After using her treasured private savings to secure a good school. He discovered. Family didn't even have enough living expenses for this month. Chuan, what should we do? In this situation, I can't go out and earn money either. Chuan Ting was extremely annoyed. About to kick him out of the room. Suddenly he thought of something, Mom. So silly, don't you still have another son? Lin Chuan's reminder. Chunmei immediately thought of me, humph. Raised him for so many years. Now that he's soared and become a phoenix. Time for him to repay me. Chunmei immediately took out her phone. Called me. Soon as the call connected. Chuan immediately took the phone and put it on speaker. Voice came through the phone to my mom. Chunmei immediately spoke, Xiaoyan. You doing well at the Gu family? My end, where they couldn't see me. Faint sneer appeared at the corner of my mouth. Deliberately stayed silent for a moment. Even sighed. If I had suffered a great grievance. Of course, it's not as good as being at home. Seemed to hear. Very subtle laugh on the phone. Probably some people were gloating. Su Chuanmei's voice sounded again. Gu family is wealthy. Naturally, there are more rules than at home. Obedient. Definitely have endless benefits in the future. Hey, Mom, I'll listen to you. There's nothing else, I'll hang up now. Afraid I'd hang up. Chunmei stopped wasting words. Know the situation at home. After you left, there's no one to do the chores. Mom's back pain is killing her. Spent quite a lot of money at the hospital. There's no living expenses left at home. Since the conversation has reached this point, Chunmei is just short of directly asking me for money. Expected, you don't come to the temple for nothing. You know. Just arrived at the Gu family not long ago. Not really appropriate for me to ask for money right now. About this, wait until I have a firm footing in the Gu family. Once I get the money, I'll send it to you right away, how about that? Okay. Time comes, you can just transfer the money directly to Mom. Mom won't bother you for now. Fair enough, when she heard me say that, immediately stopped pestering me on the phone. Hung up right away. Memories surged in my heart at the same time. My previous life, I felt sorry for Su Chunmei. Wanted to borrow some money from Lin Chuan to take her to the hospital. Borrow some money from Chuan to take her to the hospital. Lin Chuan rejected me harshly. Said he is now the eldest young master of the Gu family. Needs to pay attention to his status. Gu family's money is strictly managed. Couldn't take it out. Clearly heard from the other end of the phone. Its entire bill at the club. Be paid by young Master Chuan. Would rather spend lavishly at nightclubs. Give us any charity. Had no choice. To take on all kinds of dirty and exhausting part-time jobs to earn money. It was still not enough for Su Chunmei to go to the hospital. Later, when Su Chunmei's illness became severe, blamed me for not taking her to the hospital sooner. Made me bear the reputation of an unfilial child. His younger son never visited him once during his illness. Once did he come to see him. Expectedly, in the will Su Chunmei made later. Only house was left to his younger brother Lin Chuan. King of all this. Feel as disgusted as if I had swallowed a fly. Won't take a single cent. Can reap what you sow. Leave that morning. Shu Qin came down the stairs looking dispirited. Hung her head as she walked toward the kitchen. Sister Zhang cooking in the pot. For asking this, Lu Shuqin. Another deep breath. Sure if it's just his imagination. Sense seems to ease his headache. Madam is cooking medicinal porridge in this pot. Has a calming and sleep-aiding effect. Go sit down first. Serve you a bowl to try in a moment. Jia, you're really hiding your talents. Even know about medicinal cuisine. Ying just smiled without answering. Shuqin came to the dining room. Found out. Don't know when I started eating there. Morning, Madame Gu. Put down what I was holding. Stood up from the chair. Respectfully. Did Lu Shuqin. Shuqin just glanced coldly, seeming fake. She saw my breakfast. An egg and a glass of warm water. Oh shabby. It meant to make others think? Gu family is mistreating you? Shuqin had every reason to suspect. Kid was deliberately acting pitiful in front of her. This moment, Zhang Ying came over with the medicinal porridge. Madam, you've misunderstood. Master Yen made his own breakfast. Zhang Ying felt the gaze from across. Didn't continue speaking. It's fine. Now on, let him make his own breakfast. Jia, you can relax a bit too. Shuqin said this while tasting the medicinal porridge. Taste was unexpectedly good. She didn't know what herbs were inside. Didn't have the strange taste of herbs. Instead, it was sweet and refreshing. Shuqin, who usually had no appetite in the morning, for once drank 2 bowls of medicinal porridge. Didn't usually nap. Even went back to sleep for a bit. Ying, who saw everything, me a thumbs up. That's right. Got up early to cook this medicinal porridge. Lu Shuqin came downstairs. Immediately slipped into the dining room. His young master Yen not let me tell madam. Ying expressed confusion. Smiled and shook my head. Madam still doesn't trust me now. I say I made it, will he? It? Zhang Ying nodded, you really are being wronged. Maybe it's because we share the same ground from a poor family. Zhang Ying first saw me. Felt close to me. Especially since I am humble and polite. Very respectful to the nanny. Hard for people to have a good impression of me. Madam is actually very kind. Treats you this way probably for Mrs. sake. No. Also shows that Lu Shuqin is a good mother. There should be other reasons besides this. Jing from the last fruit incident. Good brother. Must have tried to stir something up in front of Lu Shuqin. Something misleading? He thought he bought a durian. The future, when taking care of the family. Keep running into Lu Shuqin. Must establish a good relationship with him. It's my restless younger brother. Will definitely try every possible way to stir up trouble. How to spend my days in the Gu family peacefully. I need to gain the favor of the Gu family members. This is also my current way of survival. Women are emotional beings. Are the easiest to coax. 4. Shuqin became my first target to win over. Fortunately, in my previous life, I was her son-in-law. I do know her a bit. Shuqin suffers from neurasthenia. She doesn't sleep well, she gets headaches. It's medicinal recipe. Something I painstakingly prepared after marrying Shuer in my previous life. To please this mother-in-law. Also specifically instructed An Zheng to say it was my good deed. For the other party to discover it herself. Only then will it have the greatest impact. As for my shabby breakfast, that's also intentional. So that when she discovers the truth in the future, you will feel guilty. King, I really deserve to be blamed. Thinking about it makes me want to laugh. Chuan was swatting at the gate of Yutsai school early in the morning. Finally waited. After a familiar figure entered his line of sight. It finally staked out. Last. Familiar figure entered his line of sight. Immediately strode forward. He turned his head back, pretending to be casual. Geese demon Miss Xiao Gu. Saw Gu Shuer make a promotion gesture. Lin Chuan shut up. Shuer approached. Whispered, don't reveal my identity. Eh, then can I call you Shuer? Shuer felt it was strange to hear him call her by her name. Was also afraid he would reveal her identity. She nodded as well. Shuer's tacit approval instantly lifted Lin Chuan's spirits. Agreed to let him call her so intimately. Must have a good impression of him. It's like winning her over is just a matter of time. By the way, I have a question for you. Isn't your brother going to school anymore? Lin Chuan heard Gu Shuer mention Lin Yan. Face immediately darkened a few shades. Once again, Lin Yan is ruining his chances everywhere. Lin Chuan felt even more resentment toward his brother in his heart. Does he think studying and going to school are useless? A look of confusion appeared on Gu Shuer's face. Lin Chuan sighed. Said that no matter how much you study, just end up working for the rich in the future. That he's already become rich with 996. Doesn't need to study at all. Seeing the look of disgust on Gu Shuer's face, Lin Chuan finally felt better. Yan, you deserve to be hated by everyone. Shuer, that's just my brother's opinion. Don't think that way at all. Think knowledge is priceless. Distancing himself from Lin Yan, Lin Chuan also took the opportunity to establish himself as someone who loves studying in front of Gu Shuer. After hearing what he said, Shuer casually asked, are your grades good? Of course. A natural smile appeared on Lin Chuan's face. Shuer likes top students. Could only admit it reluctantly. Actually, his academic performance was quite good at first. Later, as the courses became more difficult, got lazy and didn't put in the effort, so his grades dropped a lot. However, believed that even someone like Lin Yan could be a top student. Is 10,000 times smarter than Lin Yan. Long as he put in a little effort, could easily surpass him. There's anything you don't understand in your studies, then ask me, Lin Chuan said enthusiastically. Two of them discussing studies together. This is a great way to deepen their relationship. No need. Thank you. Lin Chuan, who was rejected, looked at Gu Shuer. There's a hint of cunning in his eyes, you little sly thing. Cold to me now. One day I'll make you fall in love with me completely. After school, Gu Shuer didn't even put down her backpack. Rushed home to ask Aunt Zhang. My dad home? Her is in the tea room. Without even putting down her backpack, she rushed home to ask Aunt Zhang. My dad home? Her is in the tea room. Headed straight for the tea room. A Gu Yuan Zhou engrossed in reading documents. Gu Yuan Zhou looked up with a weary expression. Where is back? Shuer walked over and attentively massaged his shoulders. Dad, you've been working hard lately, right? Have I ever not worked hard? Yuan Zhou saw right through him. Oh, what is it this time? Shuer acted spoiled. Oh, Dad. Did I just care about you? Girl, you've grown up and know how to care for your father. Shuer felt embarrassed by his words. Stopped beating around the bush, Dad. Did you ask me to get along with the person you adopted? Get along well? Want him to transfer to our school. He can go to school with me. Made this request. Actually, to a large extent. As he heard what Lin Chuan said. Lin Yan say he didn't want to go to school? Insisted on making him go. Way, it's easier to keep an eye on him. He can see what kind of person he really is. Yan still had other things to do. Yuan Zhou, however, refused Gu Shuer. Didn't expect that his always doting father would disagree. Eyes rolled and he started to act pitiful. These years, in order to hide my identity. Always gone to and from school alone. Was so envious seeing others in pairs. Always fantasized about having an older brother to accompany me. Would be great, he could even protect me. After he finished speaking, he clearly saw his father's expression soften. Let him accompany me to scold my good dad. Let him pick you up and drop you off at school every day. Mention studying anymore. Yuan Zhou relented. Only halfway. Shuer came out of the tea room. Happened to see me in the living room. Immediately ran over and fed me, turning me around. Stunned by my focused gaze. Words got stuck in his throat. Face inexplicably turned red. Yes, do you have any instructions? Hurriedly looked away. Stared too intently and made my wife shy. Now on, you have to pick me up and drop me off at school every day. After he finished speaking. Even made a gesture with 2 fingers in front of his eyes. Meaning he would keep an eye on me. He turned around and walked away coolly. Stood there, my heart beating a little fast. This moment, Gu Yuan Zhou's call came in. After answering the call, I finally understood what was going on. Wife is really amazing. He actually got me. Chance to pick her up and drop her off at school. Thinking about being able to spend more time together in the future. Felt a burst of secret joy. There's no time to be happy now. Press conference is going to be held tomorrow. Have to hurry and prepare. After school, Lin Chuan found a secluded place. Started contacting media outlets one by one. Have to hurry and prepare. After school, Lin Chuan found a secluded place. Started contacting media outlets one by one. Gold me for Eastern media. The shocking scoop about the richest man here. Will definitely make the hot search. See you at 9 a.m. tomorrow at the business building. Contacted a total of 5 media outlets. All of them agreed to come, bro. You ready to accept the big gift I'm giving you? Seemed to already see the miracle. Look of utter disgrace. Fully went home and ate 3 bowls of rice. Excited he barely slept all night. The next morning. Arrived at the Jining building, waiting for the media. Brought out the same old story again. Originally, the richest man was going to adopt me. His outstanding younger brother. My brother, in order to become rich, didn't hesitate to abuse our mother. Then threatened me. Media listened, both angry and excited. It was big news that could trend online. Chuan said every bad thing he could think of. Did Ling Yan is the scum of all scum. Who couldn't bear to listen. What kind of judgment does the richest man have to adopt such a disgrace? Chuan quickly explained it wasn't Mr. Gu's fault. Brother is just too good at pretending. Mr. Gu was kept in the dark too. Been like this since childhood. School, he acted refined and gentle. No one knew his true face. Bad for Mr. Gu's good intentions. Here, he still has to hold a press conference for him. Announce his adoption. And plans to groom him as his successor. Media exploded. Could someone like this be a successor? Chuan took the opportunity to say that's why his conscience was uneasy. We called them to help him. Sadly. Expressed his hope they'd expose Yan at the press conference. Of course the media wanted to get inside for first-hand news. They had no passes. Chuan had scouted the place early. The staff passage. He led them in. After arranging everything, he was about to leave. Saw a Rolls-Royce parked at the entrance. Yan and Gu Yuan Zhou got out. Chuan panicked and tried to hide. Ling Yan's voice sounded behind him. Brother, is that really you? Strode forward and grabbed him. Yuan Zhou followed. Chuan had to force a smile. Mr. Gu, brother. Coincidence, running into you here. It's quite a coincidence. Isn't today a weekday? Do you have school? Pretended to be puzzled. Not feeling well. Took leave, was just about to head home. You okay, being sick? Acted very concerned. I'm fine. He just tired from helping out at home. This is the opposite direction from home. Are you here? Chuan was stumped. Suddenly realized, oh, I get it. Sir, you came here specially to support me, right? Came here specially to support me, right? Chuan got flustered. Didn't dare deny it. Hugged him. Hitting his back hard. Kid, so nice to your brother. Was very touched. Chuan had to go along. Even though you're being adopted by Mr. Gu now. Still brothers after all. Only right. Gu Yuan Zhou watched the scene. A gratified look. Chuan, you have a good heart. Chuan immediately felt proud. Brother. Aren't you about to hold a press conference? Delay, I'll just. Since my brother came specially. Let's go in together. Didn't wait for him to finish and asked Gu Yuan Zhou. Yuan Zhou naturally agreed. Chuan couldn't refuse. He had to follow us in. Anyway, he'd already arranged everything. Could watch the show live. Thinking of this. Showed a smug smile. Saw all of this. Raised my eyebrow. Lee knows me, this brother. Bad you won't get your wish this time. Was led by staff to my designated seat. Chuan sat backstage not far away. Yuan Zhou sat next to me. Audience was all reliable media invited by Gu Yuan Zhou. I immediately noticed those few groups of people in the back. Cameras hadn't stopped since I walked in. None of them had a pass. Smiled. It's like the press conference will be interesting later. Press conference began. Host finished the opening remarks. Yuan Zhou took the microphone. Thank you to all the media for coming today. Holding this press conference. Publicly introduce my son. Audience immediately stirred. Everyone knows Gu Yuan Zhou only has a daughter. Did this son come from? Misunderstand, everyone. Son is adopted. Yuan Zhou explained. Then did the media understand. They learned the adopted child was the orphan of a civilian who died saving others. Crowd all looked on with admiration. Yan, say a few words to everyone. Yuan Zhou looked at me. Stood up. Tears in my eyes. Hello everyone, I am Lin Yan. Biological father died saving others. Burden of the family fell on my mother. I'm very grateful that Mr. Gu is willing to adopt me. After speaking, I bowed deeply to Gu Yuan Zhou. Child, from now on I am your father. Yuan Zhou's gaze was full of kindness. Scene was warm and touching. Some people in the audience couldn't sit still. Yan, can I ask you a few questions? Someone raised their hand. Please. Heard Mr. Gu originally wanted to adopt your younger brother. You take this opportunity from him? Whole room fell silent. Eyes focused on me. Chuan behind the scenes was excited. Waiting to see me panic and lose composure. Not only was I not flustered. Even showed a faint smile. Not only was I not flustered. Even showed a faint smile. It's a great question. Gives me a chance to thank someone. At everyone's confusion, I stood up. Backstage and pulled Lin Chuan out. Looked bewildered. What does this have to do with me? Dragged him to the stage without explanation. And, speaking into the microphone with emotion, I said. Person I want to thank. My younger brother, Lin Chuan. Lin Chuan was stunned. Just as the question said. First, Mr. Gu did. To adopt my younger brother Lin Chuan. Soon as I said this, the whole room was in an uproar. My brother is very sensible and filial. The most selfless person I've ever met. In front of Mr. Gu. Gave this opportunity to me. Media were all shocked. Thought it would be a dramatic fight. Did it turn out like this? Chuan was also stunned, not knowing what I was up to. Continued to praise him. Actually, I'm not surprised my brother did this. As he's always been an outstanding student in person. Always eager to do housework. Never fell behind in his studies. The top student. Has backbone. Has unearned rewards. Believes knowledge changes fate. He gave me the chance for a better life. Chose to study hard on his own. Words were like a sugar-coated bomb that stunned Lin Chuan. Though he felt something was wrong, he didn't know how to refute. He was laughing inside. Brother. You love saying the opposite? I'll make your words come true. I had deliberately leaked the press conference time. Location to him in advance. Early to wait for him. To pull him on stage. Give him the perfect good brother persona. Now on, to maintain this image. Have a hard time. Good person does one bad thing, they get scolded. Bad person does one good thing, they get praised. He lived two lives, I understand human nature too well. Really am grateful my brother gave me this opportunity. Anyone else have questions? Asked with a smile. Media exchanged glances. Especially those brought by Lin Chuan. Their sharp questions were useless. They still forced out a tricky one. And if your brother gave you the chance, took away his chance to change his fate, you feel guilty? Lin Chuan immediately seized the opportunity. Tending to be understanding. Long as my brother can live a good life. Don't mind suffering a bit. A touching brotherly bond. Sneered inside. Sighed along with the situation. Stood up and bowed to Gu Yuan Zhou. Sorry, Dad. Made this decision without discussing it with you. At everyone's puzzled looks. Grabbed Lin Chuan's hand and raised it. Sorry, Dad. Made this decision without discussing it with you. At everyone's puzzled looks. Grabbed Lin Chuan's hand and raised it. Aired to my brother's selflessness. Really too selfish as the older brother. I'm willing, in front of everyone. The adoption opportunity back to my brother. Whole room was shocked. Lin Chuan looked at me in disbelief. Brother. You crazy? I shook my head. I'm serious. The older brother, I should take care of my younger brother. Can a younger brother give way to his elder? Me walked the hard road of studying. Deliberately emphasized studying. Enough, Lin Chuan was triggered. Painful experience from his past life. And terrified of being adopted. Only studying can win. Oh, I don't want to be adopted. Want to study. Took off my hand excitedly. Reborn for a lifetime. Finally chose the right path. No way he'd repeat his mistakes. Everyone was stunned. Hurry to persuade him. Don't be silly, brother. Mr. Gu is the richest man. Adopted by him is a huge blessing. Decided, I won't regret it. Lin Chuan said firmly. Laughed inside. This is exactly what I wanted. Now on. And never use the adoption issue against me. Fine, I'll respect your decision, brother. Looked helplessly at the media. If to say, I didn't steal his life. Didn't want it himself. Someone turned the question to Gu Yuan Zhou. Mr. Gu. Heard you plan to groom young Z as your successor. You really comfortable handing your business to an outsider? Yuan Zhou's face darkened. I spoke first. Before I was adopted. Came Gu Yuan Zhou to me. The untouchable richest man. In fact, he's approachable. And loving. Everyone, he's the richest man. He's just my father. Continued my biological father's love for me. Proved with his actions that he doesn't see me as an outsider. Press conference is the best proof. Your question doesn't hold. After I finished speaking, many people present were moved. Yuan Zhou led the applause. Well said. Worthy of being my child. Whole room erupted in applause. Lin Chuan gritted his teeth in anger on the side. Desperately signaling to those media outlets. Yuan Zhou signaled to those media outlets. Yuan Zhou noticed those without passes. Instructed his assistant to handle it. Assistant immediately led people to throw them out. After clearing them out, Yuan Zhou scanned the room. Smiled and said, everyone can continue to ask questions. If anyone harbors ill intent again, tries to damage our father-son relationship, won't be polite. Audience fell silent. Afraid to say the wrong thing. Press conference ended smoothly. Looked at Lin Chuan's ashen face and pretended to care. Brother. You okay? You look so pale. Forced a fake smile. I'm fine. Really? I can see your jaw muscles bulging. You in pain somewhere? Glared at me fiercely. Turned to Gu Yuan Zhou and said, Mr. Gu. Since the press conference is over. Go back to school to study. After saying that, he hurried away. Yuan Zhou didn't keep him either. Just patted my shoulder with satisfaction. Did well today. A good thing Dad had the foresight to arrange training for you in advance. Otherwise, I really wouldn't have known how to handle it. Yuan Zhou's smile deepened. Do you have a driver's license? Shook my head. I'll arrange for someone to help you get a driver's license. Once you get it, I'll give you a sports car as a reward. Thank you. Words happened to be overheard by Lin Chuan, who hadn't gone far. Almost tripped at the word sports car. Yuan Zhou actually wants to give him a sports car? His previous life, after the press conference, Yuan Zhou didn't even give him a good look. Yan, what makes you so special? Clenched his fists. Knuckles cracking. Expression nearly deranged, then suddenly revealed a chilling smile. Mother? Think you're safe just because you dodged this disaster? There are countless ways. Make your life miserable. Have a long way to go. Shu Qin watched the press conference video as soon as possible. Still looking incredulous. Yan, that guy really hides his talents. Gaze was deep. Deliberately didn't go to the press conference today. As he thought Lin Yan, a poor kid. Definitely embarrass himself. Didn't expect him to perform so steadily and maturely. Not at all like a teenager. It seems their brotherly relationship is pretty good. Shu Qin began to doubt authenticity of the conversation she overheard that day. It's inevitable. It seems their brotherly relationship is pretty good. Shu Qin and to doubt the authenticity of the conversation she overheard that day. Be that some people said those things on purpose for her to hear? Only those close to him knew his schedule. No matter how much she thought about it, she couldn't figure it out. She simply stopped thinking whether those words were true or not. This press conference had already seen Lin Yan's threat. Scheming at such a young age. Could Schwerer possibly be his match in the future? Had to make plans for her daughter. Get this person out of the Gu family as soon as possible. Madam, have some fruit. Wang Ying came over with a fruit platter. Shu Qin temporarily put aside her thoughts. Sister Zhang. Up that medicinal porridge. Have to trouble you for a while longer. Actually slept through the night yesterday. Hasn't happened in years. I slept very well. Porridge really works. And better than the medicine I got abroad. Wang Ying readily agreed, no problem. Madam, all the ingredients in this medicinal porridge are mild. No side effects. Can eat it every day. They were talking. Came back from outside. Madam Gu, Aunt Zhang. Greeted politely. Young master, you're back. Some fruit. Sir, come back with you? And went to the company to work. Shu Qin suddenly snorted coldly. In him dad so easily. People really think of themselves as his son. Wang Ying was stunned. Sister Zhang. Much do these fruits cost? 500 yuan. Shu Qin looked at me coldly. 500, give you a discount, 50. Sister Zhang. Now on, if he eats fruit, remember to charge him. Wang Ying looked at me awkwardly. Nodded, okay, Madam Gu. Remembered, but my obedience didn't satisfy her. Continue to make things difficult, besides fruit. Now on, every meal you eat at the Gu house will cost money too. Can skip fruit, but you have to eat, right? Use only special supply ingredients. Price is higher than you can imagine. I'll give you a discount too. 100 per meal. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Understand that, right? Raised her eyebrows at me. With waiting to see. Reaction to being humiliated, best if I lost my temper. Left the Gu family myself. Hey, Madam Gu. Still obey. Shu Qin's expression froze like a punch hitting cotton. Heart is completely calm. Even feel like laughing. To laugh at having to pay for meals at the Gu family. I have to pay for meals at the Gu family, I can eat outside. My previous life, after my father died. Could barely eat meat once a week at the neighbor's house. Survived on a monthly living expense of 300. With 3,000 a month, I can live very well. Shu Qin is also struggling internally. He being too excessive? And Sister Zhang can't stand it anymore. Oh, can't be soft-hearted. Swear, he must drive this person out. As he leaves, he will naturally compensate him. Mr. Zhang, help me watch his things at home. Let him touch anything. After giving instructions, Lu Shuqin turned and left. Ying couldn't help but whisper, young Master Yan. Really have it tough. Cares so much about Madam. He still treats you like this. Shook my head, it's fine. Is exactly what I want. Worse he treats me now. More guilty he'll feel in the future. Soon. Of the richest man adopting a son shot to the trending list. Press conference video went viral. Whole internet is praising Gu Yuan Zhou's good deed. High EQ remarks are also receiving praise. Company's stock soared. Gu Yuan Zhou watched the stock price in his office. Very satisfied. Instructed his assistant to buy more traffic. Stay on the trending list for a few more days. If it spreads abroad. Gaze shifted slightly. If remembering someone, leave space for me tonight. The family banquet. Are professionals to take photos and post online. Assistant responded and left. Gu Yuan Zhou walked to the window and looked down at the city, this family banquet. Wants to fully showcase his harmonious relationship with me. Solidify his perfect image in the public's mind. Stimulate that person to return to the country sooner. Soon, photos and videos of the family banquet leaked. Gu Yuan Zhou and I were smiling and chatting happily. Was respectful, he affectionately patted my shoulder. Scene is warm and luxurious. Citizens are amazed, is this what a wealthy family banquet looks like? Richest man truly treats Lin Yan as his own son. And gives them a thumbs up, and the story's stock keeps rising. However, someone is watching all this from the shadows. Eyes are full of jealousy and hatred. Each one stares intently at the phone screen filled with praise. Expression is twisted. Should he be praised? His expression is twisted. Was he mocked by the whole internet in his past life? Is Lin Yan praised by the whole internet in this life? Even appreciated by Gu Yuan Zhou? Scrolls through the comments, not finding any criticism of Lin Yan. Instead, he sees a flood of mocking remarks about himself. Lin Yan, this younger brother, brainless? Refuses to be the son of the richest man and insists on studying. Would call this person the world's #1 fool. Comments are like gasoline. Cooling the anger in his heart. Yan, you insidious villain. Swear I will make you wish you were dead. Suddenly, his eyes flash. That rumors spread so easily, just fabricating some dirt. Ruin his reputation. Sneers and create several fake accounts. Then, Chun Mei pushed the door open and entered Lin Chuan. Didn't your brother talk to you about money? Everyone online says he's close to the richest man. Could he not give us money? Family can barely put food on the table. Needs to get money quickly. Lin Chuan's thoughts were interrupted. Suddenly, a thought flashed through his mind, Mom. Count on him anymore. Never planned to give us a cent. Face full of resentment, how could that be? Clearly promised last time. Was a lie, after the press conference. Personally heard Gu Yuan Zhou offer him a sports car. That little brat dares to fool me? Chun Mei immediately started cursing Mom. Don't you call him and ask? Lin Chuan spoke. He quietly took her phone. The record button. Call connected. Voice came through. Mom. Why are you calling? Yan, you ungrateful wretch. You already forgotten your own mother? Gotten to the ends of the earth. Chun-Mei scolded me head to toe. Not angry. Tended to be clueless and asked, why are you saying this? Don't you know our situation at home? Brother and I live on subsistence allowance. Worse off than beggars. You, living well in the Gu family, eating and drinking well. You ever thought about the hard life we're living? Listen to her rapid-fire accusations. Feared coldly in my heart, when enjoying life, she forgets my hardships. When she wants to treat me as her own son. This life, it won't work anymore, she forgets my hardships. When she wants to treat me as her own son. This life, it won't work anymore, Mom. Not like that. Always been thinking of you. Your back any better? Back can barely straighten. Doctor said if I don't get treatment, I might be paralyzed. Anyway, you don't care about me. I get paralyzed, I might as well die. You're scolding enough. Started to morally blackmail me, I'm all too familiar with this. Felt nothing inside. Plans surfaced in my mind. Plan to properly repay her, Mom. Say such things. Did your son not care about you? Mom, my back really hurts so much. Son, just show some kindness. Give me some money for treatment. Finally, she asks for money. Smiled slightly. Sighed repeatedly into the phone, Mom. Honestly, I'm embarrassed to tell you the truth. Life in the Gu family isn't as good as you think. Living expenses are pitifully low. Really can't give you much now. About this, I'll transfer you 3,000 yuan for emergencies first. 3,000? Are you giving that to a beggar? Chun-Mei instantly exploded with anger. Chuan covered the phone and fanned the flames in her ear. I heard brother gets 200,000 yuan a month as pocket money. Chun-Mei got even angrier when she heard this. Lin Yi. Who do you think you owe your current life to? I hadn't found the media. Gu Yuan Zhou have adopted you? Your brother hadn't generously given you the opportunity. Still be wasting your life away. Telling you, if you don't transfer me 100,000, just wait and see. Hung up fiercely. Listen to the dial tone, face full of disgust. 100,000, she really dares to ask. That's just what I wanted. Su Chun-Mei received a transfer notification for 3,000 yuan. Face turned livid. Chuan kept adding fuel to the fire, 3,000 yuan. There really dares to give that much. Heard the dogs in rich families. Food expenses of tens of thousands a month. It's like in his eyes, we're not even as good as dogs. Yan, you beast. Chun-Mei was shaking with anger. Mom. Worry, I have a way. Chuan quickly edited the phone recording. The parts unfavorable to me and added the transfer screenshot. Did it online with an alternate account. Also used other accounts to leak. Get 200,000 yuan a month as pocket money. Fabricated a series of scandals. After finishing all this. Get 200,000 yuan a month as pocket money. Fabricated a series of scandals. After finishing all this. Pocketed the 3,000 yuan I transferred. Views for the video driven by money. Video's exposure skyrocketed. Comment section exploded with gossip about the richest man's adopted son. He gave his biological mother 3,000 for medical treatment. A heartless person. 100,000 pocket money but only gave this much. Must have been blind before. Overnight. Reputation plummeted. Aimed the center of controversy. Company's stock price crashed. Gu Yuan Zhou was also labeled as someone with unclear family ties. After Gu Yuan Zhou found out, his face was grim. Heard the PR team to calm things down quickly. Drove home. He saw me, he asked directly, did your mom ask you for money? How much did you give? 3,000, he couldn't control his emotions. The first time, he yelled at me. Know how big this has gotten? Know how much the company lost? I'm sorry. I didn't argue. At this moment, Lu Shuqing also arrived. Appearance made Gu Yuan Zhou calm down a bit. Continuing to question your mom about money. Didn't you tell me? Then if you wanted to handle it yourself. Give you 200,000 a month. Only give 3,000. Looked up at Lu Shuqing. Eyes dodged. Forward and pulled Gu Yuan Zhou to sit down. Bianzhou, drink some water first. That's right. Gu Yuan Zhou didn't agree to let me take the college entrance exam at first. Lied to me. Changed my monthly 200,000 pocket money. 3,000. 200,000 and you only give 3,000? Else would people scold but you? Gu Yuan Zhou rarely lost control. Must give me an explanation today. Shu Qin was frightened by his appearance. He knew the truth. Really sorry. Didn't think it through. Kept silent. Shu Qin took all the blame. What's the use of saying sorry? Yuan Zhou got even angrier. Right, Yuan Zhou, don't get yourself too upset. Send some money to suppress the public opinion. Besides, Lin Yan is now a member of the Gu family. Mom has no reason to ask for money. Shu Qin unusually spoke up for me. Yuan Zhou looked at him in surprise. Shu Qin felt uneasy and hurriedly said, what's done is done. Most important thing now is to solve the problem. Isn't this what you always say? Yuan Zhou calmed down. Ordered me to go back to my room and reflect. Permission, no trouble. Isn't this what you always say? Yuan Zhou calmed down. Ordered me to go back to my room and reflect. Without my permission, you're not allowed to go out. I obediently went back to my room. Shu Qin watched my back. Feeling bitter inside. Yuan Zhou spent a huge amount. Quickly controlled the negative public opinion. The other side. Chuan leisurely lit a cigarette and opened social media. To find all unfavorable posts had disappeared. Video was also taken down. He was unwilling. Did again but got no attention. Knew the Gu family used money to suppress things again. I would have no way out, he sneered. Su Chunmei into the room. Used her phone to register a video account with real name, Mom. Here, record a video according to the script I wrote. After recording, he went to a loan platform and borrowed 10,000. Spent it all on promotion. Soon, a video went viral across the internet. Chunmei cried to the camera, "Hello everyone. Lin Yan's biological mother, Su Chunmei. Everything said online is true. Only received a 3,000 yuan transfer from him. Lumbar muscles are severely injured. It's the hospital certificate. Just Yang Zi's biological mother experienced a miracle. Died wolf and other tags shot to the trending list. Chunmei personally appeared. Confirmed my guilt, public opinion. Completely lost control. More intense than last time. Citizens all sympathized with her and cursed me. Major media rushed to report. Hype was unprecedented. Even found out. Posting videos scolding me could get traffic. From million-follower bloggers to unknown newbies. Posted videos criticizing me. Overnight, I became a national villain. Gu Yuan Zhou found out. No matter how much money he spent, he couldn't suppress it this time. Matter turned into a national topic and story. Stock price even hit the limit down. For 1 billion evaporated in a day. He, who was used to big storms, felt helpless for the first time. Shuqi knew the situation was serious. To Gu Yuan Zhou in advance. Wanted to stop him from knowing the truth. Take the opportunity to kick me out of the Gu family. Yan, I'm sorry. Anyway, you've already suffered. This won't make much difference. Uttered and pushed the door open. Are you here? Yuan Zhou looked haggard. And had stubble growing. Things are so chaotic online. No, you must have a headache. Shuqin massaged his head. Anzhou, I told you early on not to adopt any son. Now that things have come to this point, I'm afraid it can't be suppressed anymore. Listen to me, hurry up and kick Lin Yan out. Do another apology statement, you'll be seen as doing a good deed. Kick him out in front of me. Do another apology statement, you'll be seen as doing a good deed. Netizens won't blame us. Yuanzhou pulled his hand away, now abandoning him. Will netizens see me? Doesn't that make it seem like I can't judge people? In whichever way the wind blows. Say Gu Yuanzhou is heartless and ungrateful. Gu family's reputation will plummet. Loss will be far more than just a few billion. Shu Qing was frightened. Really didn't expect this situation, can't kick him out, can't suppress it. What should we do? Yuanzhou frowned. Only way is to let Lin Yan and his mother reconcile. Only then can the storm be calmed. Soon as he finished speaking, Shu Qing's phone rang. It was Mrs. Zhang Ying, Lin Yan's mother, coming to see him. Two hurried home. This time, Su Chunmei had already been brought to my room. Used the excuse of having a heart-to-heart talk to send Zhang Yin away and closed the door. Staring wide-eyed at the luxurious decorations in the room. Silently looking around, his eyes full of greed. Stood in the corner for a while before carefully speaking, Mom, could you post a video online to expose me? As this is the Gu family. Loss is huge. And scolded terribly too, I'm your own son. Chunmei showed no guilt, hands on hips, pointing at me, humph. Oh, you know to be afraid? About when I asked you for money. Didn't I give you money? Think you can brush me off with just 3,000 yuan? Yan, don't treat people like fools. Forced me to do this. Tone suddenly changed. It filled her eyes. After all, you're my son. I can give you a chance. Long as you give me 200,000 yuan a month. Post a video to clear your name. Pretended to be shocked, 200,000? Where would I get that much money? Stop pretending, it's just 200,000. Already been merciful to you. Opportunity your brother gave up for you. And hundreds of billions couldn't buy it. Warning you, this is your last chance. You don't cherish it, don't regret it. Looking at her ugly face. Felt evil in my heart. Sorry, Mom. Can't agree. Fine. I'll let everyone see what an unfilial son you are. Took out her phone and started a live stream, everyone, come and see. Son lives in a villa, uses nice things. Won't give me a penny for medical bills. Even said he'd rather spend money on women than on me. Life is so hard. Worked myself to death raising him, and this is what I get. Just an unfilial son. Might as well be dead. Live stream instantly attracted tens of thousands, the comments. Scolding me. Chunmei looked at the flood of insults. Smiled smugly, Mom. Stop making a scene. Everyone's scolding me. Chunmei looked at the flood of insults and smiled smugly. Stop making a scene. Pretended to be angry and went to grab her phone. Dodged, eyes rolling. Suddenly laid down on the floor, ouch. He hit me. Everyone, look, I just tried to teach my son a lesson. He hit me. Just an old woman, how can I take a beating? Yan, Mom was wrong. Hit Mom, okay? Almost thought it was a pity she didn't become an actress. When did I hit you? Just don't want you to air our dirty laundry online. Sick and can't afford treatment. Live much longer, and you still care about family shame? Covered the phone and threatened in a low voice. Oh? Scared now? Not too late to agree. Sneered in my heart. Pretended to be troubled on the surface. It's not that I don't want to give, I really can't. Fine, keep pretending, just you wait. Said viciously and started acting again. My old waist. Feels like he broke it. Hurts so much. Rolled on the floor. Still remembering to hold the phone properly. Letting netizens see his pained expression. Stepped forward and reached out to pull his mom, telling her not to lie on the ground. There's something, let's talk it out properly. Patted my hand and wailed loudly, old Lin. It's your good son, see how he treats me. There any justice in Ani's death? Raised him, have I ever owed him anything? Doesn't know how to be grateful, and even wants to beat me to death. Made up his mind if I don't agree, he'll ruin me completely. Number of viewers in the live stream skyrocketed. Passing a million, all the comments were angrily calling me scum. People even called the police. Gu Yuan Zhou and Lu Shuqin, who were rushing over. The live stream after being reminded by the assistant. Shuqin frowned. Referring to those mothers who lead the charge in cyberbullying their own sons. Brains must be waterlogged. Gu Yuan Zhou's gaze was dark. I've seen plenty of people like this. Selfish, greedy, stupid. Wants money. He said that I might get it. He made such a big scene and dragged the Gu family into it. Atmosphere in the car was heavy. Driver slammed on the gas. Lin Chuan laughed so hard while holding his phone that he squeezed out tears. Millions in the live stream room were cursing me, but he felt completely refreshed. Sir, you'll never make a comeback in this life. Continued to stir things up with his alt account. Su Chunmei saw millions watching and people sending gifts. He acted even harder. Life is so miserable. Anne is dead, the son is unfilial. Might as well just die. This moment, the room door was kicked open. Gu Yuan Zhou and his group stood outside the door. Enough, Gu Yuan Zhou. Chen Xinghe pointed at Su Chunmei. He was stunned. Looking at the group standing outside the door, that's enough. Gu Yuan Zhou, Chen Shang. Ji and Su Chunmei were so scared they froze. Got to keep acting, sorry Madame Gu. Made things even worse. Took the initiative to apologize first. Shuqin glanced at me. Looked coldly at Su Chunmei on the ground. Gu Yuan Zhou had someone help her up. Chunmei restrained herself a bit. Still tightly held her phone, live streaming. More than 1 million viewers were her confidence. Surgery also needs to avoid eggs, Lin Chuan said before. Can still use this as a bargaining chip to ask for more money. Cleared his throat, Mr. Gu. Not here to make trouble today. Just that this son makes me so heartbroken. Demon Beauty was worn out to support the family. Making money just to support him? This is how he repays me. Shuqin laughed, he's just an 18-year-old child. How do you expect him to repay me? I wasn't desperate, I wouldn't ask him for money. Besides, it's not about the money. Just want to teach him not to be cold-blooded and selfish. Shuqin was disgusted. You can't get the money, you expose him online, are you trying to ruin him? Madam, how can you say that? Lin Yan is my son. Could I ruin him? If you want to teach Lin Yan, he's now part of the Gu family. No need for you to come here. Part of the Gu family. I'm his biological mother. I'm in trouble, isn't it right for him to help me? Hearing the words biological mother, I sneered inside. I was so foolish in my past life. Could I not realize such a vicious stepmother sooner? Shuqin was trembling with anger, he's just a child. Or would he get money? Chunmei laughed, unconvinced, don't joke. Being in the Gu family, how could he have no money? He is probably the last thing he's short of. He only gave me 3,000, calling it enough for my heart. Gave you all the money he had. More do you want? Shuqin shouted but slipped up. Gu Yuan Zhou immediately caught the hint. What do you mean by all the money? Shuqin panicked. That moment, I rushed forward. To my knees in front of Su Chunmei, cowed out hard, Mom. It was your son who was wrong, your son is unfilial. You want to beat or scold me, I'll take it. Su Chunmei was stunned, what are you doing? Find a way to get your medical expenses. I really hope you don't. The Gu family for money for you. Besides, you asked for 10 million right away. Can that be? What nonsense are you talking about? Did I ever ask for 10 million? Used her voice to drown him out. Gu family adopted me and even sponsored my younger brother's education. Already helped us a lot. Can't just keep asking for more. Gu family doesn't owe us anything, doing this is really heartless. Son really can't do it. Chunmei got anxious. Left me and slapped me hard, you little brat. Saying nonsense again. You hit dad but vent all your anger on your son. Really can't ask for money, okay? Need to be punished. Make it happen for you. Used both hands to slap my face swollen. Shuqin shouted loudly. Saying some people made such a fuss and even came over. It's about money. You want money, just say it. Beat around the bush. Medical treatment needs 10 million. Really think our Gu family is stupid and rich? Words immediately painted Su Chunmei as greedy. Mother Su Chunmei stopped to explain it's not true. All this kid talking nonsense. Didn't ask for 10 million. Gu Yuan Zhou spoke up, if you have difficulties, come to me. Of course I'll help you, doing this is practical. Being everyone's misfortune. Chunmei pointed the blame at me again, Mr. Gu. Be fooled by Lin Yan. Give him so much pocket money every month. Spends it all partying outside. Single bottle at nightclubs costs tens of thousands. When I ask him for some money for medical bills, lies and says he has no money. He gave 3,000. It's his own mother like this. Won't treat you any better in the future. Just morally corrupt. And to be bad. Lu Shuqin couldn't hold back. Monthly living expenses are just 3,000. Give it all to you, what more do you want? Whole room went silent. And the live stream comments stopped. Gu Yuan Zhou looked at him in disbelief. Did you say 3,000? Can I give him 200,000 a month? Shuqin stopped hiding. Told the finance department to only transfer 3,000 a month. Everyone was shocked. Including the viewers in the live stream. Lin Yan's living expenses are only 3,000? Did the son of a wealthy family only get 3,000 a month? This just a lie to clear his name? Chunmei didn't believe it at all. Could it only be 3,000? This just a lie to clear his name? Chunmei didn't believe it at all. How could it only be 3,000? Mr. Gu said he gives him 200,000 a month. Just trying to clear his name. Shu Qin ignored her and looked at Gu Yuan Zhou. True, I was wrong. Yan was wronged because of me. And dragged the Gu family into trouble. Yuan Zhou's face was iron cold. Knows Lu Shu Qin. Knows this is true. Didn't expect. Whole storm started with his own wife. This moment, the live stream comments exploded again. A netizen dug up Lin Yan's bank statements. Really is only 3,000. Isn't it supposed to be 200,000 pocket money? The statements, Lin Yan hasn't spent a penny these days. Gave all his money to his mother. Didn't keep a cent for himself. Didn't you tell me? Yuan Zhou questioned Lu Shu Qin with a reproachful tone. Shu Qin was momentarily at a loss for words. Never expected this action. Bring such a painful price to the Gu family. Voice sounded again. Madame Gu did this for my own good. A child from a poor family. Suddenly having so much money, it's easy to go astray. On a path of no return. Madame Gu did nothing wrong. Very grateful to her. I spoke, I knelt before Gu Yuan Zhou. In the end, it's still the son's fault. The son's failure to inform you earlier that led to this disaster. Gu Chunmei saw I was about to clear my name. Anxiously interrupted. Mr. Gu, ultimately it's Lin Yan's fault. Lied and messed things up. In the end, he just despises me, his real mother. Otherwise, why would he hide it? Shut up, Lu Shu Qin turned her head and scolded. She reached out and pulled me up. Said you did nothing wrong. Not wrong yet. Be that I, as the mother, am at fault? Gu Chunmei is still desperately trying to push the blame onto me. Shu Qin slowly walks toward him, her aura fully unleashed. Putting Su Chunmei into a daze on the spot. We adopted Lin Yan back then. You agreed to it, didn't you? Lin Yan is a member of the Gu family. I am his mother. Words made my heart tremble. He acknowledging me now? Quickly conquering the mother-in-law. Shu Qin continues her attack. Yan has nothing to do with the Lin family anymore. And so, he still gave you all his living expenses. Already done more than enough. Besides, you don't seek help from your younger son at home when you're sick. Instead, you come to the adopted son. Isn't your intention a bit too obvious? Few words left Su Chunmei speechless. Clear and logical speech. So made the livestream viewers instantly sober up. Madame Gu is right. Then, she complained about the pressure of raising two sons. The Gu family to adopt Lin Yan. Now she's sick and comes knocking, wanting everything. Yan didn't spend a penny, gave all his money to her. She falsely claims he's her son. Is this a real mother? Even a wicked stepmother isn't this cruel. Yan is so pitiful. Living under someone else's roof, falsely accused, hated by the whole internet. Biological mother leads the charge in slandering him, never explaining a word. Yan is just her tool to get money from the Gu family. Netizens sympathize with me and question Su Chunmei. Panicked, this is my oversight. Younger son is still studying and has no money. Thought the older son is successful and wealthy. He's able, he can help a bit, I really meant nothing else. Desperately tries, but it's already useless. Gu family's losses because of her are more than a little. Chunmei's mind turns, she rushes in front of me. Lin Yan. Explain for your mother. I am your real mother. Mother would harm her child. Know you're a good kid. Definitely won't blame mom, right? Look at her shameless face, forcing myself not to feel sick. Your son doesn't blame you. Long as you don't blame me. Hurry and help me explain to Gu Xian. Mom has no bad intentions. I know. What you did this time. Really, I show a troubled expression. Seeing this, Su Chunmei immediately comes up with another plan. Cries out, I'm uneducated. To countrywoman. Only want to escape illness and pain. But I think of so much. Really had no choice but to do this. Back hurts so much. Can't even manage daily life. It hurts again as she speaks. My back hurts, it's really fatal. Starts acting out a tragic scene fine. Yuan Zhou speaks up domineeringly, stopping the farce. Starts acting out a tragic scene fine. Yuan Zhou speaks up domineeringly, stopping the farce. Arrange for you to go to the hospital for treatment. I'll pay the medical expenses. Chunmei immediately wipes away her tears. Thank you, Mr. Gu. Knew you had a kind heart. Yuan Zhou's tone shifts. Lin Yan is my son now. Must not come to him again in the future. Chunmei hesitates, not coming to Lin Yan. Isn't that losing a money tree for nothing? You don't agree, that's fine. I'll take legal action. Investigate everything that happened during this period. Reputation and property we lost because of you. Okay, I agree. Chunmei, scared, immediately interrupts and agrees. Still scheming in her heart, it's just a verbal promise. No written contract. Long as Lin Yan's surname is Lin. Still a Lin family son. Time comes, she'll use his deceased father's name to find him. King Su Chunmei agree. Yuan Zhou instructs Sister Zhang to see her out. Sir, Zhang Ying leads her out. The living room. Chunmei sees the 10-meter-long table. Covered with rare fruits she's never seen before. Able to walk, she says, Sister, I haven't eaten yet. You take some fruit to eat? Zhang Ying pretends not to hear. The door, she says coldly, the door's here, please. Chunmei rolls her eyes, TSK. Isn't she just a stinky nanny? So great about that. Zhang Ying didn't get angry either. Followed behind him and slammed the door shut. Told the cleaning staff to quickly clean and disinfect the villa. Leave any viruses behind. Words made Su Chunmei curse loudly outside the door. Her cursing for a few minutes. Suddenly realized she had never turned off her livestream. Hurriedly picked up her phone to check. Almost fainted. There were nearly 3 million people in the livestream room. The comments were cursing her. Green was scrolling so fast she couldn't even read it. Chunmei had never seen such a scene before. Was so scared she immediately turned off the livestream. Her phone kept ringing non-stop. Full of insulting messages from netizens. Panicked and fled in embarrassment. The other side, I faced Gu Yuan Zhou with a red and swollen face. Said, Dad. Mom has caused so much trouble. So much negative impact to the Gu family. You still willing to help her? Thank you. Gu Yuan Zhou looked at me and sighed. Silly child, why don't you say anything? Thinking about how I was wronged, he even got angry. There was a trace of guilt in his eyes. Before I could finish speaking. Body went limp and I collapsed. Cause was that I hadn't eaten for too long and was too weak, so I fainted. So a bit malnourished. It's nutritional supplements. Yuan Zhou's private hospital. Dr. Li was reporting the situation. Yuan Zhou frowned. Shu Qin, who was beside him, suddenly remembered. It made it a rule that I had to pay for meals. I had given all my living expenses to Su Chunmei. I probably hadn't eaten for days. Felt regretful. Worried at the same time. Pocket money issue had already made Gu Yuan Zhou cold toward him. He found out I fainted from hunger because of him. Couldn't that be? Zhang Jia, what's going on? Could he be malnourished in the Gu family? Malnutrition should have existed before young Master Yan came here. Ying glanced at Lu Shuqin and said. It was a clever thing to say. Lu Shuqin's instructions. Blamed the reason on my previous family. Yuan Zhou didn't suspect anything either. Bei Su Chunmei looked. It was obvious she wouldn't give me anything good to eat. Weak voice came from the hospital bed. Several people immediately turned around. Yan is awake. You feel uncomfortable anywhere? Yuan Zhou asked with concern. I was stunned when I heard this intimate address. I propped myself up and sat up. Smiled and shook my head. Dad, I'm fine. Silly child, I only let you fast for one day. Did you faint from hunger? Gu Yuan Zhou's question. Noticed Lu Shuqin beside me looked unnatural. Dad, it's not your fault. Because I've been worried about Mom these days. Didn't have the appetite to eat. But don't worry. Definitely eat well from now on. Ying, who knew the whole story, turned away. Quietly wiped the corner of her eye. What a sensible child. Jia, make more nutritious food for him in the future. Shu Qin, who hadn't spoken, finally spoke. Showed a surprised expression. What she said. Won't have to pay for food in the future. Thank you, Mrs. Gu. Quickly expressed my thanks. Ying was happy for me too. Yes, madam. Definitely make up for young Master Yan's nutrition. After being happy, I showed worry again. This thing spread online. Make up for young Master Yan's nutrition. After being happy, I showed worry again. This thing spread online. Yuan Zhou waved his hand. Don't worry. Already had someone clarify things online and restore your innocence. It's great, I said happily. My heart was clear as a mirror. Everything was within my expectations. Originally wanted to reveal the truth in a low-key way. Didn't expect Su Chunmei to deliver herself to the door. Not only did I use her livestream to make the truth public. Also, in front of the Gu family. A wave of sympathy and goodwill. And the difficult Lu Shuqin. Also spoke up for me under his vicious facade. Simply a huge profit. Didn't expect an unexpected surprise. Master Yan, take a look quickly. Ying handed me the phone. Opened it to check. Dimly scrolling online, all the videos are about me. Star netizens apologizing spontaneously. It's out after Su Chunmei's livestream. Things escalated rapidly. Netizens learned the truth and apologized to me one after another. Went from being hated online to being pitted by everyone. Private social account gained over 1 million followers overnight. Only that. Previously plummeting story stock soared. The daily limit directly. Judging by this momentum, it'll keep rising for a while. Wonder Gu Yuan Zhou was so close to me just now. Benefits I brought to story are countless. Along with that, my status in his heart has risen a lot. Speaking of this achievement. Still have to thank one person, my dear brother. Really helped your big brother a lot. Lin Chuan smashed everything in the house he could. Chunmei stood aside, not daring to breathe loudly. After that live stream, he doesn't even dare to leave the house now. Soon as he goes out, he's recognized and chased, cursed at. Become a rat on the street. Chuan, don't get yourself sick from anger. Chunmei spoke up worriedly. Did this get messed up too? Chuan shifted his anger onto him. Gave him a hard shove. Chunmei staggered several steps before steadying himself. Mom who's useless, don't get angry, it's not worth it. Wasn't angry either. Still, surprisingly, cared about Lin Chuan. Chuan was full of rage and unwillingness. He'd already made Lin Yan step into the mud. He always manages to climb up from the bottom again and again. Lin Yan is nothing. Z climbed up from the bottom. Lin Yan is nothing. Chuan, you're the most outstanding one. Did you say as long as you marry Gu Yuan Zhou's daughter, everything will be yours? Bring this. Chuan's anger dissipated a lot. That's right, even if he appears now. I'm like can't change anything. In the end, I will definitely win. Clenched his fists. Decided to speed up his pursuit of Gu Shuer. Sign Middle School. Shuer had just finished a big exam. Pulled aside by someone wearing a baseball cap and mask. Just in school uniform. Are you? He looked confused. Me, the person took off the mask. Chuan, why are you looking for me? Shuer frowned. Chuan had been waiting here for a long time. Days, Gu Shuer went to another province for a closed competition. Knew nothing about what had happened. Gave him the chance to strike first. Twisted the events of this period. Told Gu Shuer. Example, at the press conference, I threatened him. Him say in front of everyone that he didn't want to be adopted. To solidify my status as the richest man's son. Afraid mom would expose everything. I started manipulating public opinion first. Netizens attack mom online, etc. Chuan is very smart. Adds conspiracy theories to every event. Twists me into someone full of schemes. Cold-blooded person who will stop at nothing. Shuer listened with a frown. Felt he was lying to her. And she took out her phone, which she hadn't used in a long time, and checked. Found that the internet was indeed full of discussions about me. Everyone was cursing Su Chunmei. Believe what's online. Think about it, what mother doesn't love her child? Actually, my mom loves my brother the most. Otherwise, she wouldn't have let him become like this. He mentioned his mom. Shuer thought of her own mother. Believed him a little more. Chuan seized the moment, I really want to tell the truth. I'm afraid if I anger my brother. Could do anything. Exaggerated words piqued Gu Shuer's curiosity. Afraid of your brother? What do you mean? Show you something and you'll understand. Chuan took out something he'd prepared from his pocket. Load overnight. Wrinkled paper looked. Chuan took out something he'd prepared from his pocket. Load overnight. Wrinkled paper looks very old. This is from my brother. And from his childhood diary. Details how he tortured and killed a stray cat. Brother has been a psychopath since he was little. I'm really afraid of him. Shuer took the paper half-believingly. After reading the diary, she felt a chill all over. Childish writing was so cruel and indifferent. Made people shudder. Gu family villa was celebrating my discharge from the hospital. Gu Yuan Zhou rarely stayed home for lunch. Eat more, you're too thin. The dining table. Gu Yuan Zhou kept asking Zhang Ying to serve me more food. Words seemed caring, and I thanked him politely. At the same time, noticed Lu Shuqin, who seemed off to the side. Aren't you eating? Looked unwell. Chopsticks hadn't moved. Hearing my concern. Shuqin stayed silent. This moment, his feelings were complicated. As not long ago, he suddenly discovered. After the pocket money test paper. Actually no longer felt disgust toward me. Made him panic. Being at home how Gu Yuan Zhou was so fond of me. In every way. If he really treated me like a son. Immediately thought of. Own daughter. Felt the sense of crisis brought by me, an outsider. This couldn't go on like this. The mother. Steeled her heart once again. Being merciful to me now. Being cruel to my daughter's future. You okay, Shuqing? Yuan Zhou's voice brought him back to his senses. Raised his hand and gently rubbed his head. I'm fine. Just an old problem acting up. Ying, who was beside him, asked with concern, Madam, do you have a headache again? Shuqin nodded. Haven't had the medicinal porridge you made these past 2 days. The headache started again. Ying glanced at me. After receiving my look, she quickly replied, Madam. Sorry. Past few days have been a bit busy. Must have forgotten. Cook for you in a moment. Shuqin nodded and stood up. You all keep eating. Go back to my room to rest first. Watched his back. Roughly understood something. Can't rush things, everything must be done step by step. Okay. Mind him, keep eating, Gu Yuan Zhou greeted me. After the meal, Gu Yuan Zhou left to handle company matters. Took advantage of a gap last week to ask Aunt Zhang Ying. Shuer left for the company today. Took advantage of a gap last week to ask Aunt Zhang Ying. Miss Shuer coming back today? Yes, the competition for Miss is over. We'll be back after school today. Please trouble Aunt Zhang to arrange a car for me. Low-profile car. Go pick up Miss Shuer. Hey, young Master Yan. Sat in the car and looked out through the privacy window. Students moved quickly. Graceful figure caught all my attention. Was Gu Shuer. Immediately instructed the driver to follow her. Car stopped in front of her. Got out and opened the car door. A gesture of invitation, Miss Shuer, please get in. Shuer glanced at me without saying a word. Ignored me, opened the front door and sat in the passenger seat. Looked dumbfounded. Now, my wife's gaze seemed to carry a murderous aura. She deliberately sat in front to keep her distance from me. Do something to make her angry because of online comments? Got back in the car. Remembered that in my previous life, Shuer loved candied hawthorn. Just nearby. Lee asked Miss Shuer if she was hungry. I take you to eat something tasty first? Oh, I don't know why she's angry. Taking a girl out for food is always right. Shuer still ignored me. Quickly instructed the driver to go home. Car didn't stop at all. Straight back to the villa. Didn't say a word the whole way. Didn't dare to speak either. After arriving at the destination. Rushed ahead and left me far behind. Watched his back but didn't catch up. I went up to him now, nothing good would come of it. Shuer went straight to Lu Shuqin's room when she got home, Mom. Hurry and think of a way to kick that Lin Yan out. Already thinks I'm a sinister pervert. Doesn't want me to stay at my aunt's house for even one more minute. Shuqin was stunned. What happened? Did you know about the big thing happening online? Lin Yan actually got netizens to cyberbully his own mom. King of Su Chuanmei's disgusting face. Shuqin wanted to explain a few words. He opened her mouth and in the end said nothing. This moment, he shouldn't have explained for me. Daughter is naturally kind. She should be more wary of me, an outsider. I also heard. Lin Yan is a pervert. He can treat his own mom like that. Knows what he'll do to us in the future, and I also heard. Lin Yan is a pervert. He can treat his own mom like that. Knows what he'll do to us in the future. Shuer recalled that night and felt creeped out. Okay, good girl. We'll find a way to get him out as soon as possible. Bear with it for a few days, okay? Shuer's request. Lu Shuqin even more determined to kick me out. In these past few days, Shuer refused to let me pick her up from school. Hasn't shown me a good face at home either. Noticed it too. I tried to avoid her at home. Every extra day I stay at the Gu house. Another day she worries. Night. Shuer tossed and turned in bed, unable to sleep. Mouth was dry, so she got up to drink water. Found there was no water in her room. She had to leave her room. After just a few steps, at the corner of her eye, she caught a shadow. Dimly lit hall, a figure was walking by. Figure looked very suspicious. Shuer immediately became alert. Who is this person and why aren't they turning on the light? Of caution and curiosity. Picked up a vase nearby. Quietly followed. After her eyes adjusted to the darkness, suddenly saw clearly that the figure was actually me. Yan, what are you sneaking around for? Feeling something? Ow, a faint cat's cry sounded. Hearing the cat's cry, Shuer seemed to be electrified all over. Night, the diary, the cat's cry. It be. Bloody scene immediately appeared in his mind. Cat let out another shrill cry, thinking that a living life might be destroyed. Shuer's mind panicked. Rushed over as if she'd lost her senses. Seized the vase and smashed it at the back of my head. He smashed on my head, age 4 brought over. Smell of blood filled the air. Realizing what she had done, Shuer froze on the spot. This moment, I turned my head in confusion. Warm blood was left on my head. Shuer, why are you here? Gu Shuer saw the kitten in my arms. Anger was immediately suppressed by guilt. Kitten in my arms. Anger was immediately suppressed by guilt. Quickly dodged and took the kitten. Did in his arms. Pervert, stay away from me. Shuer, I don't know what you're talking about. Still pretending? If I hadn't found out in time, kitten would have been killed by you. Didn't explain, walked over and turned on the light. After the light came on, Shuer was startled by the blood on my head. Couldn't believe she had hit so hard. Thinking it was to save a life. Guilt slowly faded. Immediately looked at the kitten in her arms. It was a little orange cat. Right front leg was bandaged by someone. Didn't mean to hurt the kitten. Leg was injured by stepping on broken glass. Was just bandaging it. Explained. Knows if you hurt it on purpose. Then bandaged it? You're reading those diaries. Shuer still couldn't face me. Smiled helplessly, that broken glass was your doing. Possible, you're full of lies. Shuer, please come with me to a place. Didn't argue. Took him to the pile of broken glass. Seeing it with her own eyes, Gu Shuer had nothing to say. Pile of glass was indeed his doing. It was the milk bottle he accidentally broke this morning. Was in a hurry to go to school and forgot to ask someone to clean it up. You want to bandage it, then bandage it. Be so sneaky about it. Still trying to find my loopholes. Answered without any guilt. As I was afraid the madam would see. Doesn't let me touch things in the house. Faced with this answer, Shuer had even less to say, because it was true. Can you help me keep it a secret? Looked at him expectantly. Little orange cat in my arms looked quite lively. Then did Gu Shuer realize she had really misunderstood me. Sorry. Wound on your head, his eyes darted away. Actually smashed my head with a vase. Shook my head. Took out a tissue and casually wiped the blood. I pointed to the kitten's injured front paw. No need to worry, I can bandage a kitten. Not to mention bandaging myself. Tie a beautiful bow for myself. Know how not to worry. Can bandage a kitten. Not to mention bandaging myself. Tie a beautiful bow for myself. Know how to make a girl laugh when she's feeling down. Shuer, whose mood was originally heavy, heard this humorous remark. Showed a slight smile. Shuer, hand the kitten over to me. Could go to sleep now. Shuer didn't know how to face me emotionally. After returning the kitten to me, she immediately fled the scene. Sorry, she apologized again as she left. Watched her back. Holding the kitten, showing a meaningful smile. I walked to a hidden corner. You were the Duke Nicoli today. Treat you to canned cat food another day. I spoke, I untied the bandage on the kitten's paw. Put it down. Kitten quickly left. Front paw wasn't injured at all. It's that day, when Gu Shuer came home from school. Immediately noticed his abnormal behavior. I deliberately found an excuse. His backpack from the driver. Knew he had a habit of putting things in the side pocket of his backpack. Quickly found that diary page. After reading the diary, I understood everything. Diary page was real. It wasn't mine. It was my younger brother Lin Chuan's. After realizing it was my brother's trick again. Planned this whole thing. Obviously, after what just happened. Shuer feels guilty towards me. Guilt comes distance, and soon she'll start to care for me. In the end, she'll definitely fall hopelessly in love with me. King of this, I smiled but pulled at the wound on my head. Wife really has a strong hand. Early the next morning. My head. Was wearing a bandage tied with a bow. Quickly caught Gu Yuan Zhou's attention. And, what happened to your head? Was the first to ask. Shuer, standing by, lowered her head. Ready to be scolded. Was just about to admit it. Quickly took over the conversation. Slipped while walking. Accidentally hit a vase. Hearing my answer. Shuer looked at me in disbelief. Gave her a reassuring look. Could I let my own wife get scolded? So that's why a vase was broken. Turns out you were the culprit. This moment, Lu Shuqin happened to come down from upstairs. Ah, so that's why a vase was broken. Turns out you were the culprit. This moment, Lu Shuqin happened to come down from upstairs. Heard our conversation. Know how expensive that vase was? Had it shipped from abroad. Questioning was forceful and clear. Just a few words, she emphasized the vase's value. Madam, I'm really sorry. Facing Lu Shuqin's questioning. Didn't explain, just apologized directly. Shuqin sneered, what's the use of being sorry? Could restore the vase? Shuqin, don't be too harsh on the child. Yuan Zhou thought his wife was making a fuss over nothing. Spoke up to advise. Yuan Zhou, you adopted this child. Your wife. You'd have the right to educate him, right? Broke the vase and didn't even say a word. This the behavior of a gentleman? Word gets out. Say our Gu family has no manners. Shuqin's words left Gu Yuan Zhou unable to refute. Madam is right. Did indeed do wrong in this matter. You do something wrong, you must be punished. Punish me, madam. Bowed my head sincerely and requested. Lu Shuqin made an issue out of the vase. Wouldn't let me off easily. Might as well bring it up myself, mum. How about we let it go this time? After all, Lin Yan took the blame for me. Shuer spoke up to advise. Wu Shu saw her daughter, who had originally sided with her, suddenly switched sides overnight to speak for an outsider. Heart panicked. Could be her daughter was deceived so quickly? Made her feel even more threatened. Tone became more resolute. No. You do something wrong, you must pay the price. Besides, she asked for it herself. Yes, I accept whatever is given. Seeing my deliberately obedient look, Shuqin became even angrier. He immediately thought of a punishment. Aren't you pretending to be obedient? I'll let you suffer a bit. Considering your good attitude in admitting fault. Let's do it this way. Punished to clean the whole house. Announced the punishment. Cleaning this villa is huge. Zhang usually calls about 10 people to do the cleaning. Maybe we should just let it go? Shuer was still pleading for me. Shuer, do you have to oppose mom today? Shuqin feigned anger and spoke loudly. Shuer stopped talking. Seeing this, I quickly agreed, okay. Accept. Thank you, madam, for giving me a chance to correct myself. Yuan Zhou didn't say anything. Patted my shoulder and left. Shuer tried several times to say something. Was silenced by Lu Shuqin's glare. Shuer left reluctantly. Lu Shuqin and I were left. Got straight to the point, Lin Yan. Actually, I don't want to treat you like this. You need to know. Some things are not for you to covet. I advise you to give up early. That way, you'll suffer less. Of course I understood her meaning. I could only play dumb now. Madam, you're right. There's nothing else. Go clean now. Seeing I didn't take her words to heart, Shuqin angrily called Zhang Ying and Zhang Jie. Watch him for me. House cleaning. To be done by him alone. No one else is allowed to help. Yes, madam, Zhang Ying replied with some difficulty. He, on the other hand, acted as if nothing happened. Skillfully picked up the tools and started cleaning. Wasn't affected by the punishment. It's the worst Lu Shuqin treats me. Her guilty Gu Shuer feels towards me. After all, I'm being punished because of her. Isn't this punishment actually a good thing? Thinking this, I worked even harder. Shuer was distracted all day at school. Thinking about how Lin Yan got hit on the head by her. Was punished because of her. Mind was a mess. In the end, her conscience couldn't take it. Skipped class and came home. You saw I was still cleaning the villa. Chang, hurry and get someone to help him. Can he clean it all by himself? Can he clean it all by himself? Shuer regretted deeply at this moment. Only she had admitted it this morning. Zhang Ying looked helpless. Miss, madam ordered. Not allowed to help. Must watch him clean thoroughly. Shuer felt even worse after hearing this. After all, it was all her fault. Put down her things, rolled up her sleeves, and came to my side. I'll help you. Saw Gu Shuer helping me wash clothes in my eyes. Almost couldn't hold it in. Wife is feeling sorry for me. Can I let Miss Shuer do such rough work? Exactly how I feel. Really can't bear to let her do chores. Gu Shuer insisted on helping. Madam sees this, she'll probably punish me again. Only after I said this did she give up helping. I'll stay here with you. Because of this, I worked even harder. Speed increased a lot. Shuer saw me skillfully using various cleaning tools. Working fast and well. Couldn't help but ask, as a guy, why are you so skilled and efficient at housework? Used to doing chores at home, I replied. Shuer frowned. Didn't Lin Chuan say he does all the housework? If that's true, it shouldn't last long. How could you be so skilled? What's your relationship with your brother? Paused for a while before speaking. Could guess with my toes. Lin Chuan must have told her bad things about me. I don't plan to explain. It's like you see. Shuer is even more confused by these two brothers now. Shuer, why are you back at this time? Familiar voice came. Shuer's body froze. Shuqin angrily looked at her daughter. You should be at school. Actually skipped class? Come with me. Shuqin glared at me. Gu Shuer to the room to discipline her. Shuer, are you crazy? Skipping class for that outsider? You even pleaded for her this morning. Why are you siding with outsiders now? Used to tell me to kick her out quickly. Now you've forgotten it all. Because you see Lu Shuqin so angry? Kicking her out, now you've forgotten it all. Because you see Lu Shuqin so angry? Shuer struggled for a while. Finally decided to tell her the truth. Actually you misunderstood Ling Yan. Talking about Shuri, who hit me on the head with a vase yesterday. He sure said. Shuqin stood frozen for a long time. waiting for Li Ji to return. Suppressed the guilt in his heart. Sighed heavily and looked at his daughter. Swear, listen to me. Even if I misunderstood him, still have to pretend I know nothing. After hearing this, Gu Shuer frowned. Mom. There's no but. Shu Qin spoke earnestly. Shuer. Mom knows you are kind-hearted. That makes it easy for bad people to take advantage of you. The other party is using this to gain your sympathy, gaining your trust and then hurting you. Tightly grasped Gu Shuer's hand. Mom will never allow that to happen. For your sake. Mom is willing to be the unforgivable bad guy. Yan absolutely cannot stay in the Gu family. Seeing her mother's serious expression, Shuer nodded. Mom has always loved him, making all plans for him. At the same time, she didn't understand. Dad insisted on adopting a son. Because she's a girl? The successor have to be a man? Thinking of this, Shuer secretly made up her mind. Must become even better. Prove herself to Dad. Saw Gu Shuer come out of the room. Wanted to ask. He didn't even look at me and hurried away. It was Aunt Zhang who asked how I found out she was going back to school again. Immediately understood. Through a bitter smile, I continued cleaning. Seems my plan to win over the Gu family. Harder than I thought. Though what happened recently? Gu Yuan Zhou liked me a bit more. It's just a bit of goodwill. Yuan Zhou tells others he's training me as his successor. These days he's only had me read some books. It's just a bit of goodwill. Yuan Zhou tells others he's training me as his successor. These days he's only had me read some books. Autobiographies of people. To drive and do some trivial things. Never really thought about becoming this successor. I have to take advantage of this period. Eye on Gu Yuan Zhou to learn real skills. Good to acquire solid abilities. It'll be easier for me to make my way in society later. Thought it over and over. Suddenly remembered that not long after my previous life, something would happen. Would have a significant impact on the story. I could help Gu Yuan Zhou get through that safely. See, I could achieve my own goals. For making up my mind, I continued with my work. Master Yin, you can just do whatever, it's fine. Madam won't mind so much. Zhang Ying beside me looked at me with concern. Zhang, I'm fine. Right, go check if the medicinal porridge is ready. Hearing me say this, Zhang Ying remembered and hurried to the kitchen. Also sped up. Soon, I was cleaning the third floor. Arriving at the third floor. Frowned at one of the rooms. Been taking care of the house for a while now. Seems like no one has ever entered or left this room. Opened this room. Soon as I entered, I smelled a faint delicious aroma. Seemed to be a layer of dust floating in the air. Made me even more puzzled. Isn't the villa cleaned every day? Could this room be so dirty? Didn't think much of it. Came in with cleaning tools, ready to clean. Looked around. Thinking about where to start. Suddenly, I noticed a spot not far away. Something seemed off. Walked closer to take a look. Found an inconspicuous spot here. Compared to the surroundings, it was obviously much cleaner. Reached out and touched it, not knowing what I pressed. Suddenly, I heard a loud sound. Roar-like thing popped out from below. Turned out to be a hidden compartment. I was shocked inside. Quickly calmed down and took a closer look. Inside were Yida receipts. Hurriedly checked around. Found few Yida receipts. I hurriedly checked around. After discovering there was no surveillance in the room, curiosity drove me to check those receipts. Without exception, those receipts. All remittances from Lu Shuqin to a certain account. Calculated and found the amount reached over 100 million. The remittances were very regular. Every so often, Shuqin would transfer money to this account. Heartbeat quickened. Knew I must have. Accidentally. Discovered some secret of Lu Shuqin. Thinking of this, hurriedly put everything back to its original place. My tools and quietly walked out of the room. Tended to be cleaning outside as if nothing happened. Long after, Lu Shuqin rushed over. Glanced at the room. Stared at me for a while before speaking. Didn't go in there, did you? Sorry, Madam Gu, I haven't had time to clean yet. I go in and clean now? Noticed she obviously breathed a sigh of relief. No need, you don't have to clean here. Somewhere else. Hey, Madam Gu, I picked up my things and left. Before leaving, I glanced back at Lu Shuqin. Entering that room. Behavior confirmed my suspicions. Down from the third floor, I happened to run into Zhang Ying. Hurriedly said, oh right. Master Yan, I forgot to tell you. Room at the far